Yo, it's 10 past 6 a.m. Bit of a later one today. Woke up 5:45. My alarm was set for 5, and I don't even remember snoozing most of them, and I was eventually aware that I kept snoozing them and was like, oh, get up. So, guess the body needed it, so that's always good. But yeah, getting some stuff done. Call with Sam, gonna check out the new Revo today. And last night I was talking to Yana and it like cut off, like I filmed the whole thing and then I bumped the camera very lightly against the ledge as I was kind of placing it down, and it just like destroyed the video, so that's lovely. Makes me a bit angry thinking about it. Basically Yana got an 8K sale last night without even trying to sell and being like, oh yeah, this is this, and like we were talking about how every time she has said to herself and to me, oh, I think I have some space to take up clients now. People just come and ask to work with her. Basically, all these opportunities come in without her having to post and be like, oh, I've got this opportunity, got this, got that, you know? Yeah, so it's like there is something there that we can duplicate or replicate, because it is intentional what she's doing, her strategy, and it has happened every time that she's just been like intuitively leading by like, I have some space to take on people and serve them with really high quality. And a lot of that I think is like the brand that she's created and the ability to just be like, yes, I'm ready, and like it's very much she says what she feels like saying. So when it comes to the brand side of things, when she's speaking about that kind of thing, people are always ready to start working with her, and it's just about who she lets in, and yeah, which is pretty cool. So yeah, she's done like her new style of content and everything that makes it so that you don't have to put out, oh, I'm offering this many spots for this many people, you know? Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just this is the newer style of stuff that we were looking to do anyway, and it's like my brand does the more, oh, this many spots for this stuff, to create that stability because we know it works, so that she can actually try other stuff with her brand, which is really cool. I'm like very pumped. She was very excited, and yeah, we had a little meeting with the boys for 2 at 7 p.m. last night, and just decided that I let them know a little surprise that I'm going to come prospect interviewing with them this week, just like see how they're going, and like as a manager as well, just get in the trenches, so to speak, with them, so they're not just like, oh, this guy just tells us what to do and doesn't actually do anything himself. Yeah, that's that. We're gonna keep on biking for another few minutes to get to about 10 minutes, reply to some messages, and I'll bring the boys back inside.
Oh yeah.
What's up, G? The new Revo. This is not how good life looked, but it's good. Wow, Revo Fitness. Yeah, see? This is the space down here. I think they counted this as part of their floor space. There's got an elevator as well. This is part of their space. Yeah, I mean, what are you going to put down here though? Could have just taken the lift.
Saving heartbeats.
That's it. Save those steps. Hey guys. Hey bro, how you? Yeah, reception desk is just in the bar.
Oh, stop!
Cheers, man.
Sorry guys, man.
What's up, man? How are you?
Alright, look at this pose.
I was trying to go, I thought you were going to go around the other way. This is Logan. Logan
Nice
is
to meet you, Edward. Nice to meet you.
Leg day, maybe. Let's go.
Well, I've been doing, I've been doing squats. I don't know if you want to do squats.
Yeah. Barbell squats?
Yeah, I'm on my 3rd set.
Oh, really? Dude, you already got it.
Alright, look at this face.
Let's head over to the rack. Yeah. Wait, is it already on your 3rd working set?
Yeah.
When did you get here?
Probably like 15, 20 minutes ago. I got here earlier than 9.
15, 20 minutes ago. Oh. I thought you were like just before us.
Nah, not too
Wow, hectic. That's good on the way down though.
Yeah, nice and slow.
Yeah. Let's go, we got
Let's go, Logan. Oh, the back, side to side. Gate jack ball. Come on,
it was like that point you hit the bottom. It was like that.
Chin pull. Your knees hurt? Yeah, same, yeah. We all got bad knees. Everyone got bad knees.
Sorry?
Yeah. Hectic, bro. Goodness me. Alright, chest session. Yeah. That's sick. Oh, they got 2 incline benches as well? That's crazy, bro.
that's a vibe.
People from Northbridge come here, they'd be crying. Yeah, that's sick.
Damn.
I'm sorry, bro.
No, all good.
They got up to the... Oh, no way! Oh, sick. 60s.
Yeah, they keep changing like the designs.
I mean, they've been using a lot of the Ziva ones for everything lately.
Ziva's like a pretty popular gym brand. I've seen them at other gyms.
Yeah, they
But
look
I
good.
think it's the cheaper
Really?
compared to like Matrix and all that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. Let's go this way. Oh, it's that area. Yeah. One of my mates was saying Revo's pretty good at knocking down walls. Was that you? No, that was Riley.
Knocking down walls.
Yeah, because this used to be like, this whole area, these pillars, it used to be cut off. It was like a different room. But Revo likes stuff, they like to make stuff really open, which I think is sick.
We've got a selfie here right here.
Let's go. Big one. Wee. Gym lads. Getting in here, Logan. Oh, hang on.
Come on, Logan, get in.
Logan, what you doing, bro? Trying to make my legs look bigger. Off the highway? There's Yana.
To the top, maybe one day, yeah, I'll shut shop. That's how I grew up, trying to earn my stripes. I still keep back, so I'm next in line. Still let it kick back when it's time to ride.
Oh, that's too good.
Maybe I'll let my favorite attention to it.
I want you when you are sleeping.
Let's go, dude.
Go, baby.
Go on, Logan.
Push it.
If you factor in the weight, that's 200. But it's like, that was like when he was a French started the session. So I guess that's Go on, Logan. 10 more.
Oh, now I want to go. Big man.
Go on, big boss. All the way down, Edward.
Drop it, yo.
All the way, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Go on, Logan. Touch your bum to your heels. Go on, Logan. All the way.
Do a quick vlog.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
I always got to remember to put the stuff in there. Get some food now. Make sure I actually get content.
Sorry? 500 calories, 1,000 calories. I thought it'd be bigger actually.
No, it's not that big. Come on, Brett.
Came prepared.
Really good.
I don't have one in my coaching plan. I'll have to like nag could you do this exercise or whatever. Which is good, because I know I'll get one plan.
If you bet him well, it might not.
Give me the chick I'm seeing from the UK. Yeah. She wants to live here. But she needs to find a partnership visa. I was like, we'll see about that. You're paying, you're the one with 200k salary. No, I'm still not sure. I still don't know what I want yet. Just kind of like exploring still. I don't know, I find it hard to find girls my age that don't go out drinking, that don't, like that, aren't settled. Like I'm not settled down, but I don't go out every weekend. I'd rather focus on my goals and my stuff. Yeah, I do go on dates with like chicks my age, but a lot of them like the same I'm boring, like I live a boring lifestyle. Like, I'm happy that way. I would be unhappy if I was going out drinking and nightclubs every weekend, doing my body. Did you have brekkie already? Or?
I had like 2 of these. So I was surprised how hungry I am right now. It's only after training
don't get too hungry. Depends on the time of training. But I realize like after explosive stuff, like tricking and like jumping and all that, I get really hungry. And it's been ages since I felt that because I haven't done any like jump focus training or anything or explosive training for years. Bro.
You do activate a lot of muscles though.
Yeah.
That's training.
Well, I mean, it's going heavy, going to failure, and moving as fast as possible. They recruit maximum muscle fibers as well. Different movement patterns too. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, 33.
I feel like I'm pretty scarred from alcohol, to be honest.
Scarred.
Yeah, like I wouldn't drink again. I smell hand sanitizer sometimes and I gag because I'm like,
I hate the taste. I don't know how people like it. I don't like the taste. I don't like the feeling. I'm out of control of my body. I don't like
also
that
beer
feeling.
tastes so whack. I'm sorry if you like beer, but it's like,
I don't like beer.
it's like fizzy
I never
water.
like beers, but
Like-
I feel as I get older, I like it, but I just
No?
because my dad used to like beer.
I get that like Asian flushes it's called when I get like I get hot headed when I
You get that too.
yeah. Only with beer though. Like, nasty.
I actually don't get that, and I'm half Asian, so I know Asian people like don't get that. Yeah, I just hate that feeling of being uncoordinated and stuck with like, I want to be in control of my body, you know?
This is mine.
Yeah.
This
We
is
got a drink real quick.
no one's. Oh, lychee. Oh, that'd be Yana's. That'd be yours. You gonna be yours?
Sure, thank you.
Whew. What do you think of the gym, Logan? Of Revo.
It's better than Plus Fitness.
So,
It's better than Plus Fitness. Position more. I'm thinking about switching over. It's pretty convenient having one right under your work.
No, because
multiple
you're at
memberships,
Bayswater.
Multiple members. I don't need to do that.
Timmy lies on the side of the morning, bro. Yeah. Nah, that's cute, bro. Yeah, I feel like you'd never have to go back to 9 to 5 because the biggest thing is now you develop skills in a brand, or you have the skill of developing a brand as well. You have those two things, you never need to go back to 9 to 5 because it's like you were saying before, all the effort that you put in for like 40 hours a week, if you just like, instead of going 9 to 5, you were just like, I'm all in on this, in like a month you'd be making way more than you probably could in a 9 to 5 with like your work ethic and your ability. Yeah, so it's actually like you've given yourself the ability to basically print money, like generate money whenever you want, because you have all of these skills. So it's like, and it takes some doing to get there, but it's like that's why this profession or like what we do is so good. Because now it's like, if I want to make more money, I just make more money. At a job, I have to go ask the boss, and you're subject to the company. Like if the whole company goes under, a lot of people like they don't have any skills. They're just like, I have no money, nowhere, and it's like the company doesn't owe you anything if they go bankrupt, and just like, alright, bye. Like airlines have done that before, and like it's literally like people come in for their shit and they have nowhere to work, and they're like, I got rent to pay, all this stuff, and they have no way of making more money.
Yeah, all replies for this well. They don't give two shits to do it. They'll find someone else.
Exactly.
So it's like, yeah, it's a really good like insight because I think, yeah, like asking for a pay rise would be extremely hard, getting mad at the boss for it. But in reality, you literally start a side hustle and just make more money that way.
Exactly. I could just send you something about side hustles that I was kind of reading in the bathroom. I didn't finish reading it, but as that was an interesting point. Because I'm the same page as that with doesn't agree with like side hustles and such. It's like what Layla posted. She's like doesn't agree with side hustles. But I'm like, I get it if you're doing something on the side to make that your main thing. I very much agree with that. You can also, like, if you just enjoy it, then do that thing and make a little bit of extra money. That's good too. But yeah, it's hard to get a raise in that at work, eh? And the worst bit is that you don't set your own rate or anything. You just like set rate. Sometimes like I've heard from this guy that the boss will be like, oh yeah, we'll talk about it soon, and you're just like, it's my money, bro. What would be way higher for you, just out of curiosity?
Over 100. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
I'll be on near 100 if I like include overtime. Like
Over 100 an hour.
about 100k a year. Like, 100 an hour.
Yeah.
I'll be saying it sometimes.
Yeah, all you need to make 100k euros, like $170 per day.
Yeah.
Because that's not that much, eh?
It really isn't.
I like both. Like cats, like you can just chill out with them. Dogs are pretty like they like your attention a lot.
You feel bad for leaving.
Not like Zeke though.
What?
Zeke's so chill. Zeke's like he just wants to lay near you and that's it.
Do they cry though? Like, when you leave them? Like,
Yeah, but we're not there a lot of the time. They will cry if they can't get to you as well.
Melical, so you want to ride him there.
Troubles of being a small, like a naturally smaller, leaner guy.
Leave full from that.
I already had,
I eat my kebab like there's nothing out and I don't miss nothing. So.
three carrots, peanut butter, warm protein bar, 2 toast, orange juice, which is high in calories. After that, I already had nearly 2,000 kilometers. Yeah, I get really hungry, but sometimes I'm like, fuck, I
Logan's judging you. He's like, how can you get full?
I can just eat, but I don't know. I used to be like 67 kilos and like I couldn't eat either. Right? I don't know what's changed, but I just got old.
I got the liquid calorie kind of guy too.
Same here.
1,000 calories a meal. 4,000 pretty much. So.
Is that what you eat like 4,000? That's heaps, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, this shake is got
About the same as me, to be honest.
He's not bulk.
My metabolism's fucking crazy. Like, I literally maintain about 3,400 every day before I went off. It's pretty crazy. Like. And like most of my mates, I don't know about yours, never seen your metabolism up or anything. You know, you're doing about 4,000 to maintain, is it? Or?
Yeah, read about that.
So I know coaches like my age, my height, down my weight, they can put on weight with 3,000 calories, so like 2,7, 2,9. I'm like, dude, I would lose weight at that rate easily. You just gotta
Shredded on that.
You just gotta listen to your body though. Like, I know, like you use a calorie calculator and it tells you. Like it tells me I can maintain 2,800, but it's just not accurate sometimes.
Yeah.
Because they're all like just calculated maintenance. That's why I do so much with my clients, the relative maintenance stuff. Because I'm like, alright, technically you're tracking 2,800, even if it's super accurate. If you're not losing weight, that means that's not a deficit for you. So we'll just bring it down by like 500 or something.
Exactly. You can't rely on those numbers. You just have to test it.
Do what the body actually
do what the
does.
body actually needs. Because everyone has a different metabolic rate.
Exactly, man. And it's all subject like small changes in activity and that kind of thing.
100%.
Fun times.
I wish my metabolism was so like, I wish I could put on weight at 3,000. I'll be way more comfortable eating 3,000 calories, but 4,000 get pretty uncomfortable. I do have days where I have a low calorie day just to take a break from it. And I'll go back into it. I don't know how many times I've yacked when I'm bulk, so
You told me like sometimes like once a month.
once every 2 weeks or a month I'll yak.
Dude, that's crazy.
And honestly,
I'm not about that life anymore, bro. I don't care about bulking that much.
what it does to me though, like it kind of resets my metabolism, my appetite. Like I'll literally yak up and then straight away eat 1,000 calories. Because I don't know, for me, like when I get like that feeling of gagging out, I get so hungry afterwards straight away.
Why did you just look at me?
Just because we talked about it before, the throwing up every month or like every couple of weeks from
I get it quite often.
eating. Edward does it. No, not me.
That's what I was like.
No, but I was like, we've just chatted about it before.
I've got a client that actually has the same thing. He yaks quite often. But I learned this thing, this is like a trick I learned from the doctor. Before you yak up or you get that gag feeling, you hold your thumb in like that and you hold it literally goes away. You just start breathing normally, try to get that feeling out. And it works for my client. Like he was like, what the
Man,
hell?
why do
Like,
you guys hate food? It's like if people put food out in front of me, I'll just eat.
it's not that I hate food, it's just the amount of
Your body
calories.
can't take it.
Calories,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was
Because
like
sometimes my
almost
stomach will
60
literally be out
kilos.
here. Like at the
As
end
a
of the day.
15-year-old.
4,000.
Have you tried like drinking like 2 liters of water before you start and then like wait like half an hour? So like really expand your stomach.
Wouldn't that just fill you up, bro?
No, but like it expands your stomach out and then you flush it out when you
I
pee.
do drink a lot of water anyway, like I drink about 3 or 4 liters a day.
Yeah.
But I don't do it like one sitting. I might try it, but
Well, it bloats you out.
Oh,
and your
Monica
stomach just
asked
expands.
me about
And then once that water goes away.
I might have to try it.
when I do business because she's one
I don't know.
of
I do that before, but I like drink like an hour before. I just drink like 1.5 liters of water. It's scary at the time.
Yeah, I've always just had that. Like, it's a feeling that builds up for me. Like if I bulk
I don't know how much of the
for like
church
2 weeks
are
straight,
like our
and I
kind of
take a break,
demographic or
gag,
that stuff, but you know, it's like a
She's already
free
taken
advice kind of
action.
one. Yeah. Oh, okay.
feeling another 1,000
Enroll
calories.
herself in
And
courses.
eventually I just
That's
give
cool,
in,
man.
yap
That's good.
it.
It's like
and then it literally resets it for me. I'm like, fuck, okay, now I can eat more food. I'm pretty good. Even though it's not good to you, I felt. But, I don't know. I just do what works for me, I guess. Just gotta work around it. But I think because I've been active most of my
actually
life.
crazy
I've
what?
always been training.
How
I've
much
always
people
been
invest
highly
in
active,
themselves.
especially with jobs, like physical jobs.
Compared to how much they make in their
jobs.
jobs.
I don't think I've really had a great
I have 40k a year salary. Investing 15k, that's a lot.
The one thing you can do to help build is
Or
actually
like-
when you eat more food, you can have some builds back up.
Yeah.
It's when you're not eating as much
Dog,
food and you're
for
dropping too
example,
far down,
even
and it
10K
starts to
can
slow down. So sometimes my clients will be in a fat loss phase, but I won't have them in a deficit for 2 months, so the metabolism will slow down too quickly. And then I'll build it back up, go to maintenance, do it again.
Disproportionate.
Do you guys need like those shops or anything?
Now I'm just chilling. I'm just getting this down slowly. I'm eating so quickly. I'm starting to make myself a bit nauseous.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just slowly sipping on it. Just do the thumbing.
Yeah,
I normally spit out the spit that's in my mouth because it becomes a bit acidic and like primes your mouth apparently. So I would just like spit out a lot if I don't want to vomit, and that normally works.
Do you vomit like a lot when it happens? Do you vomit like a lot when it happens?
No, well I haven't vomited in a very long time. Is the thing. Not since I was sick. Yeah, dude, I just don't eat that much anymore. I'm like stuff that I just like train, drink liquid calories, and I'm like I just never push myself to the point of vomiting. Hey, it's been years since I've done that. That was like high school when I was 17. That was like when I'd wake up at 4 a.m., drink a liter of milk, and then go to sleep, and then wake up at 6 a.m. and try to chug another liter of milk, and like it was 50-50. Sometimes I just throw it all up, and then be like, I could drink another liter of milk now.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
That's it. But now I'm like, I feel like I put on muscle so much better now without having to do that, without doing like eating that much.
Yeah.
It's just like,
What's the highest you got? Like 5,000 a day or?
yeah. That was like high school days. But now it's more like, I'm pretty cruisy with it. I don't actually track what I have now. It's like 33 to 3,800, maybe 4,000 is what I get a day. But it's like not enough to make me nauseous, and I'm quite active as well.
That's a good amount, yeah.
I also weigh a lot more than that.
Yeah, that's probably like actually a deficit for you, too.
A little bit. Small deficit. So eventually I'm going to come on to like, once we move business forward a bit more, I'll go into like a bigger deficit, get lean probably to about, I imagine I'd end up around 93, 94 kilograms.
Yeah.
And then I'll just
like
sit
an
there.
absolute great dog.
I'm like 98 now, 97, 98.
Yeah.
So it's only like 6 odd kilograms. And then I'll just sit at that weight and slowly build up muscle, get to 100 and be shredded.
Yeah.
That's
Still
it. I'm much more comfortable leaner as well. Now I'm not that
I feel
lean.
like you feel lighter. You feel lighter, you can move around a bit better.
Yeah. I think that's part of actually why I'm so surprised at how bad my ability to jump is now. I don't think I've ever been as springy as you, but I was like, when I was jumping, I was like, oh man, this shouldn't really be an issue for me. But then it's like, oh yeah, compared to how I used to be, it's like, compared to high school days, I'm like 30 kilograms heavier as well. But it's not like 30 kilograms of athletic mass, it's kind of like useless mass a lot of it for jumping.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Like, you see most of the athletes, they're quite lean and skinny.
fat don't fly, bro.
You know what I've been watching lately? I've been watching a lot of mountain climbing.
Mountain climbing.
And like free soloing as well. It's so interesting. I watched this guy like free solo 3,000 meters up, no harness, no nothing. Like how the hell do you condition your mind? Like just free solo 3,000 meters up. I think it took him like nearly 8 hours or something. But he speaks about it a lot, like menus and stuff like that. And he just says like it's almost like just walking down the street, like it's second nature to it. It's like
Just an
8
8-hour walk upwards.
Like, dude, like, and it has to be like when you do freestyle, it's like everything has to be like perfect. Like they coordinate everything. Like they practice it before they actually do like the climb. It's very interesting.
See, I'm always like, how do you practice that first? How do you practice climbing up a cliff?
How do you remember like 3,000 meters up every single move? Because I remember every single move. They do it, I think at least 100 times in a row before they do a freestyle mode. But still, like one wrong move at like 3,000 there, like you're dead. Like, there's no coming back.
For like 100 meters, you're dead.
Parachute on or something. There's no place they fall. You can just pull a parachute. Like
I find it
come through.
very very inspiring, like that mindset, you know, like I don't understand it. Like I can't wrap my head around it, but it's very inspiring.
I think mountain goats are pretty crazy.
Mountain goats.
Yeah, have you seen them?
Yeah, they're
huge,
just like
bro.
standing on the edge of the thing.
Balls like this, they're just standing there. Like,
What a weird existence that would be, though. It's just like, it's not even like for fun. They're just like, I'm just here.
Fall away. Like, what were you
They're so chill about it. Like, they don't even look scared. They're just crawling along the side of a fucking 90-degree slope almost. So.
Pretty nuts. Animals are so funny.
Funny when they're running away from like grizzly bears, they just run to the side of the slope.
I've seen them like with like, I don't know if it was like some predators
Yeah.
or something, and they're just standing there, cheetah, yeah, and then just, like, can't get them, and then go back a bit, and then go close, and then it's like, wow. That's a crazy defense, just being able to stand there. It's a little bit too
Maybe
far
their
away.
like, feet are designed weirdly or something. I don't know.
Just little,
Imagine evolving that way, just to stand on the side of a mountain.
yeah.
They were born just sideways, like hanging off the mountain sideways.
sounds fine. So, it's like, what goes to the head? I'm on a wall, bro. Like, it's sad when they bring their babies along, bro. Like, they bring them along, they're like, come on, follow me, like, you'll be alright. Like, it's just a vertical wall, it's fine.
That's fun. I'm gonna go take a whiz real quick then.
Yeah, big belly.
Big belly. I'm keen to be lean again soon. Be like that guy in the gym
Same.
that we saw. Just leaner.
The guy with the big arms.
Yeah, with the big arms.
Do you track, Logan?
No, I should though. I didn't even know how much I ate. I ate a kebab, probably 1,000 calories.
Roughly. Depends on what you happen to. But
I just had everything. I just like 2 sauces. I ate probably 1,000. I don't even know what to have. I try to have like 2,000 now.
2,000? That's not a lot.
I get fat and I do like that. I just try 2 meals a day and that's alright. I just skip breakfast. Except when I'm on holiday. I gained 4 kilos in 4 weeks, bro. That's,
In New Zealand?
yeah. Like I left New Zealand at 80 and I came back 84. It's pretty heavy, eh?
What are you now?
83 maybe? Maybe still 84, I don't know. I weighed myself on like Friday, I think, last week.
I feel like people from New Zealand are just built to be big. Like they have the frames to support it.
No, my mum's like 150 kilos, so like, I probably got like her metabolism in a way. But
Really?
she doesn't eat much though. She eats less than I do, but she just can't lose the weight. She need to like exercise harder, I reckon.
She's probably not very active. Yeah.
Well, at that size, it's hard to be active as well. Like, she gets tired walking like
What are
300 meters.
aerobics?
Yeah, something like that. She gets tired walking like 400 meters, you know? Like, she'll be like tough kind of thing. Like. I try to tell her to go for walks, but I think she does it, and then after that she just gets like annoyed. She almost needs someone to walk with. She'll get bored, kind of thing.
Yeah, like to talk with along the way.
Because she'll like make lots of stops, like she'll walk 500 and stop for like 5 minutes to catch her breath and then start walking again, kind of. She's a big lady, yeah. But still, I reckon she eats less than I do. I think the lightest she's been was like 100. She's like 5'4" or something like that. So she looks way shorter than a little marshmallow. A minion. Built like a minion.
That's mean.
Who's that?
My mum.
Still figuring it out, but I do want to like really try it.
Yeah, that's like, well, Yana and I were talking about it yesterday, day before, or after Friday. It's like, you're kind of at that point where it's like something's going to give soon. Either PT, but I mean, you like that, and it's a good opportunity for you, or your roofing stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's automatically like 2 days back in your schedule, your week.
That's it.
And honestly, yeah, something that, I mean, if you, I think it could help just from what we were talking about last time. I think if you actually were more strict with your schedule, it would help your sales process, but also your schedule, obviously, because like you wouldn't be like spread out on whatever days your clients can make it. You give your clients your availability and your set times, and then they come in for that, and you can actually organize your schedule a lot better. And I get that everyone's got different times, but if people really want to do it, you can sell them on, making certain times. And also it's like, it helps most people because it's more simple for them. It's not like, they have to think about their calendar and that. You can just be like, here, this time, which works better for you? That kind of thing. Have your set times.
I have the calendar and all that like set up so people can like.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I have my calendar and I like remind people of when their stuff is, but I wouldn't let my clients set their own times for sessions. We talk about it, but it needs to be the times that I decide and I finalize, because it's like, otherwise your schedule is basically your client's schedule, and when you have several of them, for them it's easy because it's one thing. For you, it's like 10 people, 10 different schedules that you're accommodating, and it completely ruins your own.
That's true, yeah. I was going to ask, have you been running any paid ads yet or anything like that?
Paid ads? No, not yet. We've been all organic, which is kind of nuts to be like,
that's pretty crazy.
We're built up.
Because I feel like there's only so far you can go with organic.
Nah, bro. Like, there's so much I haven't even done with organic.
Okay.
We could do $1 million a year on organic, like in one business.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, like that's really what we could do.
I feel like I need to cut down on my niche as well a bit more.
That's something
like
that
have an age bracket maybe, or full-time workers or whatever.
Yeah.
So I do need to figure out a niche that's going to work for me.
Yeah, that's something Yana and I were talking about as well. Niche is one of those things where it's not so much age bracket and everything, because it's a bit more, even then, the surface level side of things. Most people, because I did that as well, it's like I service guys 25 to 35 or 25 to 40 that are like in this criteria, they do this. That's a bit outdated now, and people are moving away from that and doing more like who you help and basing your niche and how you present that based on their issues and desires, a bit more so, and who they are, as opposed to their age and stuff like that. But niching down will definitely help with what's it called? That guy played basketball. Forgot his name.
You guys nodded at each other.
Did it? Yeah. He's because I was like the sports med person, like an assistant for the team for a year, as like a physio thing. And then I was like, I don't want to do physio anymore. Yeah.
Apparently it's a hard course.
I didn't find it that hard when I was doing it. I only did a year though, so I was like, it's pretty straightforward, all the stuff, because it's just anatomy, slightly more advanced, more nervous system stuff, some rehab techniques, but you're like, a lot of it's like, I think one of the things, hey, there he is, big shoulders. One of the things that really turned me away from physio was the fact that you had to like, it was just one of the stupidest assessments we had to do, but it was gearing us up for hospital placements and that. It was like you had to learn how to help people on crutches, like which side do you stand on? How do you help them out of the bed? And I was like, this sucks. Like, I did it and passed and everything, but I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, this is not what I want for my life. I don't want to have to do this at all. Like, even as a placement thing, I know I don't want to do this. I know I actually don't want to do most of the work that physios do. I just want the knowledge, so I'm like, stuff that I can just get the knowledge without having to do the work. Yeah, I was thinking of this one too,
Yeah, if it's not for you, it's not for you. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing physio, but it sets me back 4 years, you know? I want to be a millionaire in 4 years. So.
But it's also like, why do you want to do physio?
Exactly.
Do you want to work specifically as a physiotherapist? If not, then there's no reason to do physio. You can get all of the knowledge elsewhere.
Yeah.
It's basically like the PT cert, where it's like, it's just a qualification, something that allows you to practice.
Yeah, and I guess it gives people security of having an actual job and a salary, I guess. Like,
Yeah, well, there's that, obviously. That's what I'm saying. Like, it allows you to practice at clinics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you just started up your own thing, then it's your own business.
I reckon I could wear that, so I went to Harvard.
Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure.
How much is that? 150.
Harvard scholar.
So right now, like, I'm posting a lot about exercise because I really specialize myself in effective form, finding new technique, finding tips and all that kind of stuff. Should I be talking more about solving people's problems? Yeah.
It really depends on your niche, but like the easiest way I've heard it put recently is you pick like your themes of your content are like roughly 3 things. Like the 3 most immediate and most attractive things that you can help your niche solve. So you got to figure out their issues and everything.
Yeah.
But it's like by doing that, you basically, they can apply what you tell them straight away and they want to apply it. And then they just start to trust you through that as well. So that's a big thing there. And then like with your lead magnets and everything, you solve another 3 or like a different kind of 3 or build off of that. And then with your coaching and that as well.
Yeah, because I'm not doing that right now. I'm doing more so of like, I'm just giving people guidelines of what to follow to get, you know, but it's different for everyone because people have different barriers, you know, and I think I just need to niche down and find out really specifically what problems people deal with.
I really think it'll help you if you niche down, bro. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
That's like the next kind of stage
right
for
now,
you.
my bio says just recon, helping
Yeah,
you lose fat and regain muscle, but it's very generalized, you know.
Coaching wise, you're on like, from what we talked about, you're on like 3,000 a month, right? From coaching? It's like 250 odd from the gym, 500 from online.
Yeah, close to that.
Yeah, so it's
but
like
again, the gym
3,000.
takes quite a while. So.
Yeah, that takes 50%, you were saying.
Yeah, so I get about 200
Okay.
a week from that.
So you're like 2,800, just shy of. That's pretty good, man. Like, for building that up yourself, man. Most coaches actually never get to that point. They just don't know how to do it and keep clients.
I've literally spoken to a lot of students at my from my TAFE.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, I'm not trying to talk bad about them at all, but a lot of them have reached out to me like saying, you know, how do you have clients? I'm like, dude, like it's a business you're in. You don't just get handed clients. You have to call people, you have to message people, and you have to know how to convert. And I've got experience in business. I knew what I was expecting. I knew that I'm going to be like living a pretty broke life for the next few months, which is fine, completely fine. I expect that. Whereas they're a bit younger, they want money now, so that they're the ones that are in the game for the long run.
Yeah, and that's why people get into PT. They're like, oh, it's easy to get into, and it's quite quick money.
Yeah,
it's like not really.
It's an easy job. Like it's not hard to
Well, they
train
think
people.
it is.
Well, they think it is.
They think, oh, I sign up to a gym, they'll give me like all the clients I need. But like, they really
They
don't.
don't, yeah.
Like a good gym will give you like maybe 2 clients a month at most.
There's 2 PTs for my class that signed up at Powerhouse in Rockingham. They've been there for, I think, just over a month, maybe 2 months. They've got 0 clients.
Yeah, that's
0
the
clients.
thing. You've got to be prepared to you got to get the clients,
Literally.
and anything from the gym is a bonus.
Yeah.
That's how I've seen it for like
Don't
since
blame
day
the
one.
gym. Don't
Yeah,
blame the gym for it. It's your fault for not finding ways to, like, fun.
exactly. Gym can only do so much, bro.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
being there is good because then you have an opportunity to actually message people.
Yeah.
But it's like you can't just expect people to want to work with you for no reason.
Nah,
like if you
definitely
bring
not.
no value, you're like, what do you actually have to offer?
And you know what, like you said with Revo, you will get leads from gyms. They will give you leads, but don't rely on them giving you leads. You need to create the leads. You need to get out there and do that.
Yeah. I just like with a gym, it's like just see all of their stuff that they give you as a bonus,
Yeah.
not
I never look
not
at
the
it.
main.
I never expect anyone to get me clients. I know it's my responsibility
Yeah.
to get the clients.
That's good. You got the right attitude for this kind of
And
thing.
I know,
bro.
like, it's going to take time where I'm like really comfortable and really building, but I'm fine with that, you know. I'd rather spend my money on protein.
Bro, I like I find it hard to buy clothes because I'm like, I already have a lot from when I used to wear more clothes, and they're like a good fit now that I'm a bit bigger. But also, it's like most of the time I just wear this because it's so comfortable. I like sweatpants, this, shorts. What do you need? A hoodie?
Yeah, I've got shit. Like if you look at my closet, like I've got so many clothes. So I'm very picky with what I buy now.
Yeah.
It's like I've already got a lot of these clothing.
You guys want to go JD?
Yeah, when I look at JD, I can use that discount.
Yeah. Unless you want some glasses, Logan.
No, I'm good.
Easy. Look at those calves on Edward. You got those big boy calves, bro.
I got those dad calves.
Yeah, you do.
It's so
Probably
sad.
never train them either.
Me? No, I do train them. Yeah. It's good. I just got unathletic legs, though. Like,
Unathletic.
yeah. They're good for wrestling, but that's about it.
They're not bad, bro.
They're good for wrestling, but like jumping, nah.
Fair enough. I mean, I can't believe how good Edward is at jumping, hey? It's like,
The longer your calf muscle is, it's better though. Like you don't want.
yeah.
It's like the theory behind it.
Yeah, well, the idea is like you've got more tendon, it's more elastic, so like there's better recoil. I'm trying to put it in the right terms,
My tendons, bro, they must be
Yeah,
like-
you got like no tendon. It's like that much tendon. Yeah. But they look big, is the big thing there. It's like why kangaroos are so springy and they have like no calves.
Yeah.
It's all tendon, just a long Achilles tendon.
Yeah, that matters.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be pretty hard to pull my Achilles though. But
So?
it'd be pretty hard to pull my Achilles though.
Yeah. So much muscle buffering. I find when I do a lot of explosive stuff, it hurts my tendons.
I want to get more tattoos.
I want to finish
Just
this
body
one.
pieces though. I don't want to get any like arm pieces because I don't. Like my brother has a slave and it's ruined his definition. He doesn't
Oh, yeah?
look as lean on that side.
Yeah. That's
Same
like
with- same
Chris
with my leg
Bumstead's
sleeve.
like that as well.
My calf on my left, on my right hand side looks more lean than this side. 'Cause it literally covers all the veins and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely
All the
not
shadows
getting-
are gone
not
as well.
getting any more sleeves. I forgot at school holidays. For the kids.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like
true.
kids, yeah.
True. I didn't even think of that, eh?
I think this is their last week, maybe.
Is it last week? It's like Edward looking at all the stuff reminds me of a Conor McGregor thing that he says. He's like, I have an unhealthy obsession with spending money, but I have a very healthy obsession of making it. I meet a lot of people through Instagram. Hey. Some people I message, some people they message me first, or like we follow Revo and then we reply to each other's stories and stuff like that. So it's just kind of like a mix of
Just
whatever.
gym stuff.
Yeah, just through gym stuff.
So who's the DMs?
So I think with him,
It's kind of sus.
I think I messaged Edward first, hey?
Yeah.
Maybe. But he's seen me around for a while.
Yeah.
I have no idea. But yeah, and then eventually someone's like, hey, you want to sesh together? You're like, yeah. So that's how I meet a lot of people around gyms, through Instagram. Yeah. Yeah, or like they come up to me and they're like, hey bro, I'm like, hey, who are you? Like I just don't remember everyone's name and that, but it's fun. I like meeting people at the gym, like Dan.
You're
and
very
that.
sociable, like at the gym I'm just to myself
Yeah.
most of the time. But
Yeah,
like when you walked up
Yeah.
to that guy with the weird shoulders.
yeah, because I know him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I know him. Like he's, I don't know if you heard. Like I guess maybe not. But like whilst he was, I was at Good Life, the gym he was at before, and I was reception before he had the shoulders. And then I also like when I was fighting, he was the fight doctor.
Yeah,
So he was like
okay.
the doctor for a couple of my fights. Yeah. So he knows me by name and that already, and I know him by name. So it's like, it's not like it's a random dude I went and said hi to. Even though I do that, he wasn't one of them. Yeah.
I'm too nervous, I'm quite a shy person, I reckon.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I get that. As in, I get that from you.
Especially in group scenarios when I don't know the whole group.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of sit and listen. Well, try to listen.
Yeah. I feel like I do a similar thing, but I'm just a bit more loud and outgoing.
I probably should be more vocal.
Why do you
Sometimes
reckon you
I just
should
sit
be?
there and look like a potato, Like
Just absorbing it all.
absorbing half of it because I'm deaf half the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll just, like, I'll start thinking to myself and I'll doze off and I won't listen to what everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
And then I come back, like, mid-convo and I have no idea what they're talking about. Like, whereas if I, like, talk, I get more involved and actually listen to what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And even when I talk
What?
to people, sometimes I'm just not interested in what they have to say.
I never did a single school speech, eh? I just skipped that day, and I called in sick. I would always tell my mum I'm not going that day because mum would be like, oh yeah, it's alright. Because she was the same, she was just shy. And but then I'd come in the next day and they were like, oh, where's your speech? And I haven't read it, and then I just get in trouble. Mum didn't really care though, she was just like, you skip your speech. But I probably should have done them.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah. I had to do them in uni though. Just to, like, for certain, like, courses.
Yeah.
That was always dreadful, eh? I ended up just writing the whole speech on my notes. I didn't, like, really look up. I just read it straight off the notes.
Yeah.
I wasn't even trying to get a high grade. I was just doing it just to do it, but
Just pass.
yeah. You'd be pretty good now though, eh?
So?
You'd be pretty good now though, eh, public speaking.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed it. Been vocal, outgoing, willing to speak up and be loud in front of others and around others. Click on what?
5-4, the last date. Yeah. So next 7 days focus.
Oh, okay. Because it wasn't highlighted. I didn't see it. I took the 4 highlighted ones. My bad. Alright, well, I'll get on doing that as well today then. So I haven't done that. Should I do that first?
I think that will help you with the problem because I don't think the problem solves, like, is actually what your ideal client would be looking for.
Okay. What do you think they would be looking for then, if my answer is wrong?
So instead of strength, they'd be looking for performance.
Strength, performance instead.
So, like, work backwards from the problem solved through the program, right? What's the step before becoming the right person to achieve ascended levels of success? It's probably taking action, right? Like, so, like, the actions they need to take in order to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
And then even before that, it's like awareness of, like, the lack of success.
So it would be...
And then that would probably be highlighted to them through performance, feeling like they don't have enough time in the day. Like, those are the problems. Does that make sense?
just comprehending it. I'm just working back. What was the second thing you said?
Taking the steps. Or like having the motivation to take the action. Discipline is more so what would probably resonate. And then the problem that comes before that is probably lack of time, energy, and just feeling like they're not performing at their best. You know? So then even thinking like how that presents to them in their day-to-day. It's probably getting to the end of the day and realizing that they haven't finished off their to-do list for the day. Or they're always coming in to a new day with an inbox full of messages that they need to reply to and feeling overwhelmed. Or replacing gym sessions with the need to catch up work because they're always behind. Or always feel like they're behind is more so though. Do you follow my logic there? Yeah. So then let's say achieving a thriving business and body, if that's the problem that you help them solve, probably like having systems for managing business and health. You know, because systems really leads to that. Systems or processes or some sort of organization. Before that is probably the accountability, because they're probably
So, but the having the systems,
processes that allows them to thrive instead of like thinking on the go, or like reactive planning as opposed to proactive planning.
so reactive's better or not good?
Oh, it's not good because
Okay.
you don't want to be reactive. And so
You said something about awareness, sorry, in the first one that I just remembered. Like
Yeah.
You were saying awareness that they... Oh, that's what you're talking about. Them. Like, how that
How-
presents them
yeah.
in day to day.
so you would talk to them like that's their awareness.
Wait. Yeah.
So in your content, that's where you would talk to them, like the little moments or the little thoughts that they would have throughout the day that they can then make the connection and go, oh, I do feel that way, or oh, I do think that way. And that's taking them from unaware to problem aware. Yeah. So achieving thriving body and business. So yeah, that's probably having systems, some sort of organization. Even
You said
before that,
is accountability.
yeah, like if,
So, like, achieving comes from having the accountability.
yeah, yeah, having accountability to solve, like know what to implement the systems. Then, you know, having the systems would be next probably. And then before that is like knowing the gaps in their system and processes. So that would include things like in their day-to-day, they probably don't do audits of their time. They probably don't have any like accountability measures. You know, or they probably have the I'll do it next week mentality, where it's like, oh, I'll just start this phase next week or something. Or they could be having the like before you, if you think about before you had the timer system, it was things just kept not getting done, and so it was just like maybe even falling short on things that they've agreed to. Yeah. Yeah. So you know how you talk about surrounding themselves with the right people, that would probably go really well with like the systems and also even becoming the right person. Yeah, these are like topics, they're not like core problems. Does that make sense? So like you talking about right people. Structure, oh, you kind of touched on structure. So that would be like even broader, like systems and processes that we were talking about.
Where are you looking at structure?
3 problem solved in lead magnets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like those are individual topics you can talk about within this.
Right, but you said they're not core problems.
No, I wouldn't say that. Even though, although effective structure is kind of a core problem because it's kind of like systems and processes. That's what I was saying.
So the top ones aren't problems either?
Not really relevant to your niche. Like anyone could want to get stronger. You know, not just entrepreneurs. Does that make sense or no?
Yeah, I think so. So problems that are only for this niche.
Yeah. That's why the offer bit is like...
Don't I need to know these in order to actually make an offer though?
Yeah, but that's like, as a part of the offer process, you're meant to like list out general problems and then make the language specific to your niche.
Okay, let's try this. And what did you say?
You can go into the sheet and it explains it.
Can I do, and what did you say? And like...
Make it specific to the niche. It's like mutually exclusive to that niche. So instead of energy, it's like mental clarity or mental acuity.
This sheet is what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Where?
So go down to offer.
Where? Oh, here. Oh, okay. It's because that bit was highlighted. Oops. Made better decisions being...
And he says something about like there's a difference between the problem and like the symptom. So, you know, the example with being stabbed by the knife, the pain they feel is a symptom, but it's like the knife is the problem. So you need to get to the problem. Whereas those are like kind of symptoms before. Okay. I mean, you can read the notes. I take notes for you to read them, you know, like not just for fun.
Okay. I feel like that's what I need to do for today. So, read the notes, write the offer. Well, that would be do this to do that. And then I can fill out the calendar from that. Once I've done these things, right? Alright, well, I'll just do that then.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Five minutes. I'm tired. I'm gonna have to train back and forth.
Didn't you finish training?
Yeah, but there's still extra stuff I can do. Like my arm stuff that I need to do every day anyway. Gonna get big arms. Because also it helps me not be so tired and focus because I'm like thinking. And then, I mean, alternatively, I'm going to go on the bike as well because that helps with this dip in energy in this time of the day. That I think is being compounded by, what do you call it? Training, one session altogether. I'm zonked. Thanks. Thanks so much for your help. Really appreciate it. I say again. I just get frustrated when I don't understand. You feel me? Oh, it's warm as and a bit wet. What the heck? What did you do on my seat? Alright, time to read out loud. Ooh. Ooh. People. Alright. Where are we at?
Will you be okay to figure that out?
I mean, I think, where are you? Oh, there you are.
I think if you can, for this, there's a specific chapter in Hormozy's book.
Oh, will you
That
write
is
out all the
really-
issues first? Yeah, I've done
Yeah.
that before. But maybe I can go over it again.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let me do this. Read the honors notes. If don't understand. Wait. I think my biggest thing to do now is I have to do this first and just like actually try and sit and comprehend it for a while. And then if I can't, then I'll do more.
Yeah.
I'll ask you or something. And then if I
I
can,
just
I'll
need a
just start doing
starting
stuff.
point. Like, that, I need you to give me something to work with to improve.
Okay, what are you looking at? What do you need from me to present to you to improve on?
Like just a list of problems.
Okay.
And then try your best, like have the original term that you thought of, and then try your best with like naming it in terms of like your niche, and then that's what you can probably do. And then I can probably from there pick out things for you to put in your content plan calendar. But even today, you can probably talk about having systems and processes, and what that actually looks like for the people, you know.
Say that last bit again, sorry.
Like today, you can probably post about systems and processes. So like you've got something to start with, but put it on a list to probably ask Jacob.
Put what on a list?
Like what? I don't even really know what he means specifically by the 3, 3, and 3. So ask him. But at least if we've got the problems, and then he's like, okay, pick 3, we can be like, we've already got the problems to pick from, as opposed to asking him and he's like, well, what problems have you come up with, and not having anything. So do the problems, which are part of the offer anyway.
Yeah.
Okay?
Let's start to figure this out.
Yeah.
Alright. Thank you.
No worries.
Yeah, you didn't... Yeah, well, I said maybe Tuesday because I wasn't sure and you guys hadn't quite let me know what time. Yeah, until just then.
Oh, until just then?
Yeah, until like a little earlier. But yeah, I haven't planned for it.
So you're not coming today?
2 PM. No, not today. I've got this to do. I'll go.
That's fine.
Tomorrow.
How many times are you coming with us?
As many times as I need to. At least once this week is what I'm gonna do.
Alright. How often?
I was gonna come Wednesday and Thursday this week. Is what I'm gonna do. Ooh, what was that alarm for? Oh, that was my 5-minute alarm timer thing.
Just for this week?
I might come every week if I need to. Just basically, it depends on how it goes when I come with you guys.
What do you mean by how it goes?
Depends on how it goes, like, and I'll discuss it with Yana and be like, oh, do you guys need, like, does this need to be worked on? Does that need to be worked on? What do I need to look out for? What improvements can we make? And then I'll just come with you for as many as I need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on! You ready?
Alright, what time are you guys going tomorrow? Did you send us for each day this week?
Pardon?
Did you send us for each day this week when you're going prospecting?
It's always 2.
Oh, 2 PM every day?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll put that in my calendar for Thursday and thing. Thanks. Really honest notes. People feel like they know who they're talking to, but the people don't know they're being spoken to. Market research. Go outside your industry. E.g. travel photographer. Can you picture in your head? Can you have a picture in your head? How do we make other entrepreneurs feel like they have to go with Kaey-Lib? Kaey-Lib uses and health and fitness as a tool. This should be the market. Need to lean into the desire they have for business and redirect it to their business. The message. A lifestyle that breathes health and fitness equals lifestyle that makes you a clear-brained, less reactive, more productive and better entrepreneur. Homework should be the messaging lines, themes Kaey-Lib talks about basically daily. Helps link our service to their goal, how he uses fitness to clear his brain, etc. What is your market research process to Jacob? Does Kaey-Lib actually like the vibe of the marketing of Erica Laya? Yes. The angle is the, or for the most part, the angle is the perspective that you take in business. Why do my eyes hurt? Come on. The angle is the perspective you take in business. The most powerful marketing tactic. Getting people to agree to things about themselves. Okay. The most powerful marketing tactic, getting people to agree to things about themselves. Can make it up or find one label for entrepreneurs we want to serve. I've got to close that door. Tell you what, seeing as we're up, let's just do on the bike. And when you look at that, it's right behind me, lined up so nicely.